For change to occur, there is a level of desire that one person needs to have for the change that they are trying to create. It is important to have the desire to change. That's where the beginning of change actually takes place. Once you have the desire to change, it is important to define whatever it is that you want to change into. You need to be specific about the thing that you're trying to change. Are you align? What would that change look like in your life right now? For me, I'm trying to have a healthy, active physique. What would align with a healthy, active physique is eating right, exercising, doing all the disciplines that are required in order to become an active and physically fit looking person. When you are able to define the desire with specifics, then you are able to create an action plan in order to create the desire that you have about creating whatever it is that you're trying to create. So everything starts from desire. Then you are able to define the desire, what it looks like, what it feels like. And it is important to also know the feeling of the desires that you have, because the feeling that you think the thing that you're trying to create is going to give you, the feeling that those things are going to give you, it is important to understand that that feeling exists even in the life that you are living right now. You just need to find the things that you are grateful for that give you that feeling before the tangible things are actually here. Once you have defined the desire, it is important to get dedicated to the disciplines that you have defined. If you're trying to become this type of person that you're trying to become, it is important to do the things that person would be doing. By doing those things right now, before you even become that person, everything that is required in order to help you become that person will be availed to you by God, by the universe, by higher power. It will be given to you because you are dedicated to creating that reality for yourself. And you are taking action in the creation and the desire and the dedication about the definitions that you have created for yourself in order to become the highest version of yourself. You have the desire, the definition of the desire, and you are now dedicated to making the desire come true. You are taking action towards that which you are trying to create, that which you desire for yourself. Once you have started taking action, it is important to not have an expectation of how those manifestations and blessings are going to come into your life. Because the moment that you have a specific way of wanting to receive or wanting to have the universe communicate to you, then you are actually limiting God. You're limiting the universe, because you are telling it there is only one way of doing or receiving those blessings and manifestations. And because God is looking from a different and higher perspective, they are able to see the bigger picture that you cannot see, which is why you have to detach to the outcome of that which you are trying to manifest, of that which you are trying to create for yourself. You have to follow what excites you, following the disciplines that you have, and continuously creating without any expectations of how the dream will happen, how the dream is going to unfold itself to you. But you keep the disciplines, the dedication, the desire, the definitions. You follow that which you need to do in order to create whatever it is that you are aligning yourself with. And once those things are done, you cannot have any difficulty. manifesting your desires, because you have a desire, you have been able to define it, you are dedicated and taking action to create the desire, and you do not have a specific way, you are detached, you do not have a specific way of creating that desire. You let God and the universe guide you to your highest version by merely acting in your passion, acting towards, moving towards that which excites you, that makes you happy, that gives you the feeling. When you follow the feeling of desire with the dedications and the disciplines, it is easier for you to manifest and create. And when those manifestations come in, I promise you, they surprise you, because you don't see them at first. And when they show up, it is in the most unexpected, in the most magical ways, because you have no expectations. You just have an inner knowing about what you are creating. You have an inner knowing about what you are, and you follow that, and everything that is aligned with the truth that you believe in, the truth that you know about yourself, and you continuously follow it, everything that is aligned with that finds you. Everything in the most magical, in the most interesting ways. When you pour into yourself, you get to meet yourself in the outside world. The world reflects how you're feeling inside. And if you have that feeling for yourself, within yourself, by yourself, without needing external validation, you are able to have that reflected back to you, have those manifestations align with you, because they are here, they exist in this timeline. There is no separation. The highest version of you exists within you right now. So when you create that feeling and you follow the disciplines, then you are able to align yourself with that higher version. You are literally jumping timelines to the timeline that you prefer. And it shows up in little things, in beautiful ways. And it's important to be grateful for those little things, because even the Bible says you must be grateful for the small things so that you can be able to receive bigger things. So look at the small things that you have been able to create, the things that you used to talk about, that you have been able to create into your life, and be grateful for them and acknowledge them and see them for what they are. See them, appreciate them, live inside of them, live inside that feeling. Then you are able to do what? To create or attract everything that is aligned with the feeling that you have within yourself. When you are happy inside, the world chooses happiness for you, because it is the frequency that you are emitting. It is the frequency that you are calling in, that you are vibrating in. And everything that is not aligned with that frequency repels itself. I am Shadow, and this is Shadow Work.